All right, I call the June 16, 2026 regular board meeting of the Glencoe Park District to order. Lisa, please call the roll and state the time.
Great, 7 p.m. Commissioner Covey's absent. Commissioner Rifen?
Here.
Mr. Hazen is absent. Commissioner Guzman?
Here.
And Commissioner Cummins. Okay.
All right, items A through D are routine. Does any commissioner want to pull any of these items A through D from the consent agenda items?
No.
All right, then I entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda items as presented. Second. Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Reitman?
Yes.
In
favor. I don't know. Yes.
Commissioner Cummins. All right. It is.
I
It's
know.
gonna be, you have to remember, I have to
Small group.
knock all these off. It is. It's usually not the case. Okay.
Okay. And I believe we have members of the public here today. So it's our practice not to address questions at this time. However, we'll take comments under advisement. Is there anyone from the public who wants to make a verbal comment? All right, sounds good. Feel free to step up. And just the same as the village meetings and our advisory meetings, we limit the comments to 3 minutes per person.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Jeff Shapak, a Glencoe resident, speaking about safety in the Lakefront Park, Glencoe Beach, and Access Drive area. First, for the record, on May 27th, I emailed a written report of a public safety concern on the Access Drive for Memorial Day morning. I copied Park District leadership and the board, along with the village staff, village manager, and the village board. I asked for a written response before the season began on June 6th. I've not received a response or acknowledgement from any of the 17 people copied on that email, not from the Park District, not from the village. I want that noted in tonight's record. Second, the Access Drive is managed by no one. Glencoe Park District Camp is now in session, and this is the route children take down to the beach. Beach pass holders use the same drive. Picture the contrast. At Glencoe South School pickup, droves of adults manage every drop-off and departure. Here we have an open drive, hilly, narrow, hard to navigate at best, with pedestrians walking, running, and cycling up and down it alongside vehicles, and no one managing any of it. And when the beach staff leaves at 8 p.m., even the limited presence that exists disappears, while parking at Lakefront Park stays open until 10 p.m. Third, the question underneath all of it, who controls the Access Drive and who's responsible for safety on it? The Hazel Avenue and Park Avenue entries, the Access Drive itself, the water filtration station, and the beach all sit at the same seam between village right-of-way, village utility property, and Park District operations. That jurisdictional question was raised at the February listening session and remains unanswered. When a resident reports a safety incident and hears nothing from either body, that gap stops being a technicality. So I'm asking the board for 3 things tonight. Acknowledge the May 27th emailed report on the record, explain why staffing ends at 8 p.m. when parking runs until 10 p.m., and give residents a clear written answer to one simple question. Who controls the Access Drive and who is accountable for safety on it? Thank you.
Any other public who wants to speak?
Next, we have the presentation of the 2026 Gold Medal finalist video. First, I would like to acknowledge Erin's hard work on this. She was the team leader on this project, spearheaded a lot of volunteers to be in it, and did an amazing job. So this video was submitted with our gold medal application as finalists. We were one of 4 finalists in the nation for the National Gold Medal, and after you become finalist, you're required to submit a 5-minute video. So this is a video that kind of tells our story.
Watching my kids learn to play.
It's the heart of our town.
My creative escape.
Sunrise at the beach.
It's just
Parks, programs, the lakefront. It all comes back to a simple mission: to enrich lives and build community. And for us, that mission guides everything we do. Our strategy is powered by our people. Every employee is empowered to bring creative ideas to the table, helping us innovate and define what's next. 2/3 of our full-time staff serve on committees like safety, diversity and inclusion, employee recognition, and the green team. These groups don't just advise, they act. One green team initiative alone cut our delivery carbon emissions by 42%. That collaborative spirit drives everything forward.
For more than 114 years, we've focused on building community. For almost 9,000 residents, we offer 700 unique programs and park access within a 10-minute walk for 97% of homes. Over half our residents participate each year, including 70% of youth. We operate at a large scale, but with a personal touch. 90% view us favorably, and 87% feel they belong.
Our welcome crew provides meaningful work for young adults with special needs. When new residents move in, they deliver a powerful first impression right to their doorstep. In fact, 56% sign up for a program their first year.
I'm proud of how we support working families. For over 30 years, we have offered full-day childcare, 50 weeks per year, 11 hours per day, from infancy through kindergarten. When demand shifted, we converted half-day preschool to full-day, increasing capacity by 33% without adding space.
We did the same with after-school care by expanding underutilized space and making it fully ADA accessible. We increased capacity by 38% and achieved 95% parent satisfaction.
Our lakefront is a shared treasure, and we're committed to keeping it accessible and safe. Through partnerships with 26 public libraries, families can check out beach passes, bringing in 1,000 visitors in the first year and becoming a model for other districts. We also partner with local schools to teach open water safety skills.
When we planned our beach renovation, we engaged more than 800 residents. Their input shaped the plan, and we're excited to break ground this fall.
Our greenhouse and tree nursery volunteers and community groups grow hundreds of native plants and produce more than 3,000 pounds of fruit and vegetables for local food pantries each year.
We were looking for a chemical-free way to manage invasive species and build community, and on a whim, I asked, what about goats? It felt like a wild idea, but we went for it and became the first park district in Illinois to try it. The community absolutely loved it, and park visits shot up 46%. It also created new opportunities to educate visitors on sustainability.
Small operational changes can make a big difference too. By switching to reusable items and composting, we now keep over 140,000 plastic utensils and 4,000 pounds of food waste out of landfills each year.
When the historic and treasured Frank Lloyd Wright Cottage faced demolition, we partnered with other local organizations to move and preserve it at no cost to taxpayers.
We believe well-being starts with our community. Our free walk run club has grown to 100 members, with 88% saying it helps them build friendships and reach their fitness goals. That's why we do this.
Our seasonal ice rink sat empty all summer, and we kept hearing one request: more pickleball. So we transformed it into pickleball courts, drawing 5,500 visitors in the first year at a fraction of the cost of new construction.
Financial stewardship is one of our core strengths, backed by our AAA bond rating. When residents said their top priority was maintaining what we have, we shared our 10-year infrastructure plan without increasing the tax burden. The community approved the referendum with a 69% vote. That funding is now at work on critical projects district-wide, starting with our new energy-efficient parks facility.
By listening, innovating, and working together, we'll continue building a place that's welcoming, healthy, and resilient. Our mission is to enrich lives and build community, and that work is never done.
So where is the video being shown?
Oh, So we had to submit to the panel of judges for the here about community for ads and social media and just
All right, do I move forward with the next thing? All right. All right, so for action items, we have approval of bid. Nope.
Financial report.
Oh, financial report.
Yep,
Okay.
it's on the agenda.
Oh, sorry. All right. Okay, so John's going to present a summary of the first 3 months of the fiscal year, which are now complete. He'll answer any questions, and the report's also available in our board packet.
All right. Thank you, Commissioner Reifman. Good evening, Board. Won't get into too much detail here. We'll have a more detailed discussion next month when we present our Q1 projections. So just pretty high level here as we look at the end of May. You will note that in the rec department, specifically rec programs, expenditures, specifically contractual expenditures, are much higher than they were compared to the prior year. And that's simply a timing difference. We paid out 2 main vendors, Game On and Finish Strong. That was about close to $1 million in contractual payments that were just made in May this year as opposed to being made in June last year. You do see top line revenue at about 19% increase. So our rec programming continues to be strong here. Children's Circle, the bottom line number is pretty consistent with the prior year. Increased revenue for the new classrooms. Of course, comes with increased expenditures to operate those classrooms. So again, the net effect there is pretty similar to that of the prior year. Fitness is right on par with last year also. Beach and boating combined, again, is pretty well on par with prior year, 155 compared to 144. Weinberg, we're certainly not really into any activity for Weinberg. G&A is pretty consistent again with prior year, 339 to 349, as is parks. Minimal revenue as always for parks, expenditures right in line with the prior year. For the 2 admin departments, rec admin and take-if admin, revenues are a bit behind, and that again that's property tax related and timing of interest postings on the accrual basis versus cash basis. With that, I'd be happy to address any questions.
The first 2 that you mentioned,
Sure.
FSA and the other one, and with the expenses increasing,
Mhm.
I'm assuming, or maybe it's the wrong assumption, we're getting an increase in participation.
Correct.
So it's all very.
That's what, yeah, we actually like to see increased contractual expenditures in the rec department for our rec programming because there's always a corresponding revenue along with that.
Any other questions?
No.
All right, cool. Thank you.
All right, thanks, John. All right, we then have the executive director report, which was also available in the board packet. Lisa, please share a summary with us of that.
Excellent. We're gearing up, believe it or not, for July 3rd events at Lakefront Park. So as you know, we do entertainment. So there's a band from 6:45 to about until the fireworks. Fireworks are at 9. Those are in cooperation with the village. We split the cost on those. Food trucks, beer and wine tent, everything like that, games, things like that. The swimming beach will be closed on July 30th as a reminder for this fireworks setup, and the boating beach is only open till 6 p.m. On July 4th, we have the fun run. Then red, white, and blue party games, so kids games, a bags tournament, which has been building in popularity the last 3 years. The village hosts a parade, which we will participate in. The board members are welcome to participate with your families. We will not be asking camp kids this year. We've asked the last couple of years. There's not really
Not a lot of interest.
Not a lot of interest at all. So we're just going to keep it to the commissioners and their families. We will have to know ahead of time. We have to fill out a waiver for that. So just let me know if you or any of your family members would like to be on the float and or walk handing out candy for that event. The Glencoe Beach for that weekend, July 4th, is open to season pass holders only, and they have a beach party usually on that day. So it's going to a fun day down there too. As you know, or may not know, we started camp on Monday. So kudos to Bobby, Adam, and Emily, the team that really heads up day camp. Flawless, I would say, drop off. They've got it down to a science and very well trained staff. So in your report lists all the training we do for our seasonal staff, both our day camp and our lifeguards and auxiliary staff that assist with all those. So those trainings are over, and you can tell how well they're doing. There is a learning curve. Remember, there is a 15, 16, 17-year-olds first time job. We pride ourselves for giving individuals a first time job, but there's always a little learning curve. So during that.
What's enrollment for that?
Oh, Bobby can answer that. Enrollment for day camp?
For day camp, in line with last year and the traditional, our specialty camps are up significantly, as we said, about $1 million ahead, but very, very strong. The numbers in the board packet may be a little bit off because we separated before and after care from regular camp this year. So when you look at it all combined, we're right in line, very, very healthy, pretty strong in before and after care. And we'll present full numbers to the board in the fall as part of the camp report.
Was there a wait list at all?
We really try not to have a wait list. Occasionally we might on something like some of the specialty camps like the sailing and aquatics, but we've really taken everybody. Some of the jewelry camps, some of the summer's end, they can fill, but at this point we don't have any wait lists. We do everything we can to take as many kids as possible.
That's something we pride ourselves on, because a lot of parents rely on us for care when they're working.
Right.
So we try to add staff as it's allowable and the space is allowable. Sometimes our specialty camps have a little more limitations because of contractors, but our regular traditional day camps don't. So.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. That was okay. That's perfect to jump in there. As we talked about, we have a lot of special events coming up. It's actually one coming up on July 11th. Is that it? The chest Unplug
Yes,
Day?
on Unplug Illinois
Illinois
Day.
Day. We're doing, I don't know which commissioner recommended doing a chess tournament in Lakefront Park. We're doing it on July 11th on Unplug Illinois Day. So
I will try.
So we'll
but
see
need
what comes
to,
out. So
remind myself how to play chess again, but
Okay.
I would do it.
All are welcome. Starts at 8 a.m. when it's nice and quiet.
with those new, it's scheduled early on purpose, and we try not to issue permits in Lakefront Park in the summer because of the large crowd coming down the beach. So, but that one's early in the morning, so we're hoping to have a nice crowd there that day.
All right.
Also,
To play chess.
I was going to say, you could throw it over to Kyle, just give an update on our two major projects that are going on right now. So
Yeah, sure. So two major projects currently underway are the maintenance center and ball field. Maintenance center is getting very close. The interior finishes are in motion right now. On the outside, we're really just working through final grading, preparing for curbing and asphalt, targeting to do the asphalt work on a Saturday to avoid conflict with camp and activities here at TAKIF. So targeting the 27th for asphalt work and building turnover in middle of July. So getting very, very close here. West Park, well underway. The construction footprint expanded to school property this past week with school ending. So things are going smoothly over there. The large ball field's got its flat work and fencing in place, and we're moving on to the tennis courts and the other elements. Happy to answer any questions anyone might have.
if anybody would like a tour of the maintenance area, board members, please let us know. We'll take you back there with the
I
hard
would
hat.
ones that,
Usually after
yeah.
3:30, it's wonderful. So yeah, I can't believe that's coming in. I have to kudos to Kyle and his team. They've really worked through some interesting working conditions until this has gone on, and not one complaint from anybody. They're really working together and hard and making it work. And the end product is something the whole community can be proud of.
Kyle, now that it's kicked off with the kids are out of school, the expectation is that it's going to be completed before school starts?
Yeah, so what we want to have completed before
Yeah.
West, yes.
Yeah.
So our goal and what we intend to have is anything on school property will be wrapped up by the time school starts in August. The work that would happen on our property, which is essentially the western kind of third of the overall land, that might linger into the fall, but it shouldn't impact school activities on school property.
So there'd be like the temporary fencing put up in between
Yep.
to delineate.
So we have
Like we have now.
I think I've
Yes.
seen it,
Yeah.
yeah.
The fence footprint that was in place until last week is what will return in August, end of August, for any remaining work on Park District property.
Okay.
The weather's been a little challenging to keep us on schedule with all the rain. So
Tomorrow, yeah, so.
tomorrow's storm. So we're going on that. Also, believe it or not, the fall program guide has already gone to the printer. So we always work, so 3 to 4 months ahead of time for the next session. So that's already to the printer at this time. So take a look at the detail in the appendix for more detailed information on both our social media, numbers for recreation programs, things like that. I'd also like to make a note that you should really look at the IEPD expenditure analysis. It's a survey that goes out and they give us a specialized report. There's a lot of good information here of really paints a picture of the impact we're making to the community and the dollars invested, how much we're getting back and giving back to the community. So please, if you haven't, take a look at that document. It's a really comprehensive document. They do it, every 2 or 3 years, I believe. Yeah. Also, we would like to say that we're very happy and we thank Senator Morrison for Senate Bill 3907, as you all are aware, and I brought you all into the mix on this one. That bill, if the changes weren't amended for that we requested through IAPD, would have been very much a administrative burdensome ask. So we're very happy with the end resolution, and we would like to thank Senator Morrison for those changes to that bill. As we educated both the Senate and the representatives, they understood more and more about the impact and how it would lessen service for a lot of us. So we thank them. But IAPD continues to advocate on our behalf for those special initiatives. So take a note of those. I know you all get the IAPD updates, right? Yeah, so they're really quite informative. So any other questions? I know we do a lot of our talking in committee. So if you're new to our board meetings, that's where most of our lengthy conversations take place. And board meetings are usually to approve things that were already discussed at prior meetings. So
yeah. One thing maybe to note, especially in view of the comment, is that tomorrow we have our Lakefront Advisory meeting.
Absolutely.
And so the comments that were said tonight, we'll certainly think about those. And then also I encourage members of the public to show up to the Lakefront Advisory Committee meeting. I'll be heading that up, and we'll have members from the public who will serve on the committee. We also have the 3-minute
yes, for
time.
comments.
Yep, for
same
comments.
procedure.
Same format, and procedure.
Yep.
But
And that'll be in this
lengthy
room
discussion.
also.
Yep, now it'll be here.
It's a good thing we moved it. We usually have it at the beach. Good thing we moved it inside due to the storm.
Yeah, yep.
So.
All right, now I move on to the action items. Nothing was pulled from the consent agenda, so I'll entertain a motion to approve the Glencoe Beach. Oh, wait, project base. No, that's it, right?
you're
We're
right.
good? Okay. Base bids 1, 2, and 3, and that was from the last meeting. Alternates 1, 2, 4, and 5 from, I'm gonna butcher this. Shefkus, thank you, Brothers, in the amount of $4,227,400 as presented.
Second.
Right, no discussion. Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Reitman,
Yes.
Commissioner Guzman,
Yes.
Commissioner Cummins. Okay. I have no other business and no reason to enter into executive session.
Okay.
You just have to adjourn.
Okay, I call to adjourn.
Yep. Motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Right, perfect. Thank you.